Colin, Slade, Radio, HALLAM!
Hello once again, a very good evening to you and welcome to HALLAM Rock. My guests on the programme tonight are Vardis, so let's go. That's Vardis starting off the show tonight with a number called Let's Go, which dates back to last year. Quite a successful single for them. And Vardis are indeed my guests on the programme tonight, all three of them, Alan Selway, Steve Zodiac and Gary Pearson.
Hello.
Gentlemen, welcome to the programme.
Hello.
I suppose, in a way, actually, it's quite strange that we haven't managed to get you into the studio before, because you are a Yorkshire band, not exactly Hallam land, but not far removed.
What you've got is you've got your Def Leppard country, which is this here. Then you've got your Saxon country, which is Barnsley, a bit higher up. Then you've got your Vardis country, which is Wakey.
And Normie
and Wakey.
Normie being Normanton.
That's it.
Wakey, I think we can guess as being Wakefield. So we start off being sort of fairly routine and boring. A typical question to ask. And when did the band actually start?
Mr. Steve Zodiac.
Let's see. Well, as it is, it started when I was at school. But as it happens, guys and girls.
And then you've got Leeds, which is Grumbleweed country.
No, what I'm saying is that it's been together just about a couple of years now, as it is now, right? Yeah, good.
Right. Understood.
Spot on.
Yeah, that's it.
Fine.
Are you settled down now? Right.
Yes.
Jolly good.
After pub.
So the band started about 2 years ago, which is about the time that heavy metal, for want of a better expression, started to really come back on the scene. Following on the new wave boom, we got the new wave of heavy metal. Were you very conscious of what was going on when you actually got Vardis on the road, as it were?
No, not really, because I've always personally played heavy-ish, rock-ish because I think things like Slade and a lot of old T-Rex stuff and that is pretty heavy when you sort of take volume up loud and things. And I've always sort of wanted to do that sort of thing, and I've always enjoyed a lot of heavy stuff anyway. And I've never really been conscious about new wave thing until people like Jeff Barton and that started quacking on about it, you know. And they involved us really.
So in those early days, were you just playing sort of local gigs around Wakefield, or did you find that success started to come fairly quickly?
We did play Wakefield.
No, I mean, really, I don't think it can't come quickly at all, because there's been. Really, I personally had a destination to reach, and they were not going to stop it. And what I'm saying is that there's been a lot of people in band in past who sort of don't take pace, can't take pace, this, that and other, fall off, and you get guys working with you who are dedicated,
double whiskey,
and who are on the same wavelength as me, and if you can get that together, then you stand a good chance of coming through.
Well,
Yeah.
that's your point of view, Steve. Let's bring in Alan and Gary, who, by inference, what you've been saying, joined the band somewhat later. I mean, can I ask you, first of all, Alan, how did you meet up with Steve and get involved in Vardis?
Well, at the time when Vardis was a pub group, playing pubs and things like that, around Manchester, Liverpool, North East, things like that. Wakey.
Sheffield.
Sheffield. The bass player, he left to get married or something like that, and we just threw an audition. That I joined the band. Simple as that.
Had you been playing with any bands beforehand?
I've been playing with club groups round about, the northern club scene, and he just took it from there.
What about you, Gary?
Yeah, well, I played in club bands and all that lot, and then I had an audition with this band called Vardis. I thought, they were alright, like, and then I couldn't
get it.
I didn't get it, like, so I thought, well, fair enough.
We took somebody else on, actually.
I went into this club group, and then all of a sudden I got this
Year
phone
later.
call. A year later, da-da, about 4:15 in the afternoon, I got this phone call, and there was this voice at end, and it was this guy called Steve Zodiac. I thought, who the hell's that? And it was him. And he says, right, there's drummers leaving, so do you want us?
If I only had
Do you want to? Do you want to come with us and have a go? So I says, right. So I had an audition. We had a muck about, and it was all right. So I joined, and that's how I got with these.
You see what happened? Well, when we first auditioned Gary, he was good.
It was crap.
But his drum kit were pretty shitty and that. And this other guy who we auditioned had an ace drum kit, and we thought, oh well, what we could do is that drum kit because it's nicer than his. So
It looks better.
Thank you.
did we all?
They were all black and shiny, and
Yeah.
Gary's were all green and purple
And
and,
mouldy.
black and white and all sorts of colours. and it
No,
looked terrible.
well, I mean, is it? It was a very close, and we just made wrong decision at that time. But obviously, we've made the right decision now, and that's what counts.
Made a lot of wrong decisions since, though.
Well,
Shut up.
I think that's covered the very early days of the band quite
Slightly.
well. So, having heard Let's Go, which was, say, an important single, I suppose the next thing we should go into is quite an important album, your first album, 100 Miles an Hour. Before we actually go on to talk about the album, let's hear a track from it.
Yeah, this is a thing called The Loser.
One night the stairs on, waiting for the train. It's all the winter tea.
From the album 100 M.P.H or 100 miles an hour, that's Vardis and The Loser.
Oh, Mother, I wish I could come and see you, but I don't want to spend my money on a rail card.
Hello there.
Gracious, a talking frog.
I'm Beeper, the National Express frog, and I hop all over Britain. Now, what's your problem?
Oh, Beeper, I think rail cards are expensive.
Well, hop on a National Express coach.
A coach? You mean with horses and footmen?
Are you kidding? I mean a decent coach, but with cheap Beeper fares, like Sheffield to London 4 times a day for $3.50. And my fares are all pre-bookable, so you can be sure of a seat.
But I want to go tonight.
Well, just turn up at the coach station.
Oh, Beeper, I'm so happy.
Please, no kisses. I might turn into a handsome prince.
So what?
I'd lose my job. It's cheaper with National Express.
Bring a star to your home, you'll be proud to own, and put a smile in your home with Sheffield Stone.
Make your house stand out from the rest with stone facing from Sheffield Stone. The natural look of luxury that adds pounds to its value is completely weatherproof and costs from only $1.95 a week with no deposit. Written quotations on request. And now, with every frontage order, you get a beautiful Georgian door free from Sheffield Stone. Ring Dronfield 410-370. 410-370.
Bring a smile to your home with Sheffield Stone.
HALLAM in stereo.
HALLAM Rock, 8:15, and my guests tonight are Vardis. That's Steve, Alan and Gary. Just before the break, we heard The Loser from the album 100 M.P.H, or if you prefer 100 miles an hour. Your first album. Gentlemen, why a live album? A fairly bold step, one would think.
Zodiac. Shetty. Yeah. Yeah, well, people keep saying so, but I think that we've been doing that sort of stuff before we got a deal and things, and we weren't really experienced in a studio at all.
That's what I say.
And there were no way that I don't think it were worth or wise to put out a studio album unless you know that you're going to put out a really good one. And I also want to capture what we were or what we are now on a live album, and then when we do another live album
In years to come.
maybe not, you know, then we'll be one of very few bands that have got a real document as to what was and what is, sort of thing.
In fact, the venues where you recorded the album were in fact fairly small ones, weren't they? When you hear
Yeah.
of bands recording at the Fillmore East and, you know, the Hammersmith
I
Odeon
mean,
and
they
things.
were all half
the
empty as
Slough
well.
College and Lowestoft South Pier
Yeah.
Pavilion.
I mean,
Great
you know,
stuff.
they were really good, because kids that were there were really into us anyway. I mean, they really wanted to have a good time, and a couple of them gigs weren't full. I mean, audience is as it was. There's no over the top responses and things. You know,
Yeah, and come to that, I think it's got a label on the album that says guaranteed no overdubs, signed by you. So it's all actually authentic and as it happened.
As it happened.
Exactly. That's why we did it 3 times, because we made that many cock-ups. We had to choose the best. You see.
Best tracks, you see. You know, I mean, it's dead easy to sort of do a live album at
and then
Hammersmith
hours
Odeon
and
and then
studio.
book a couple of hours in the studio and rip vocal out and put a new vocal on and etc., which happens quite happens quite often.
Happens quite often.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, it's just raw. I think there's a bit of a. It's just an aggressive thing that we want it to do.
Let's hear another track from it now.
Another track.
What is it?
Destiny.
Nice one, Gaz.
Destiny. Why not?
Cool.
Vardis live from the album 100 Miles an Hour and Destiny. Looking back on that album, was that the complete set that you were playing at that time? All the numbers that you were working on?
Yeah, I think really out of them 3 gigs, what we've done is we've arranged it in a similar order to what the set was anyway on stage. So really it's just like listening to a gig as it was. you know.
As it happens.
Just it's compiled same as how we compile as live act or how we did on last tour. So you know.
While we've
Anything
been
to
playing a couple of tracks from the album, we've got one more to have. You seem to have been having a little bit of difficulty deciding amongst yourselves which ones to play. This obviously dates back about a year now. I mean, do you find you got tired of some of the songs, or some that you don't want to go back to?
No.
It doesn't date back a year. September we did it, didn't we? Came out.
I can't remember.
It wasn't that long ago actually. But I don't think you consciously get tired of it at all. What's happened is after this tour, which finished mid-end of December last year, we went straight into the studio in January to do a new album, and we spent whole of January, and then really the point is we haven't really gigged, and it's amazing when you haven't gigged for 2 or 3 months just how you do sort of forget what you've been doing. Because there's all those concentrations were on the new album.
Well, we'll come on to talk about the new album in just a couple of minutes' time. But before we leave 100 miles an hour completely in the past, let's hear one more track from it.
One more track.
What is it to be?
Living Out of Touch.
Vardis once again from their live album 100 Miles an Hour, Living Out of Touch.
South Yorkshire Caravans, a friendly road to freedom. Think first South Yorkshire Caravans and you'll be pleased you've seen them.
See over 150 new and used caravans always on display. And don't forget South Yorkshire Caravans price guarantee. If you can buy the same caravan cheaper elsewhere, they'll gladly refund the difference at South Yorkshire's leading caravan dealers, Rotherham Road, Dinnington.
First South Yorkshire Caravans and you'll be pleased you've seen them. South Yorkshire Caravans.
It's extraordinarily exciting. Gay cards at Easter. full of special cards for special friends. And for the Easter bride, beautiful cards, horseshoes, and all kinds of pretty novelties. Gay cards say it all on North Gallery, Exchange Street.